Hello and welcome to this second video on standard form that I've uploaded. Now we're going to be having a look at addition and subtraction. So I'm doing some additions and subtractions with standard form. So step by step in terms of how to do it. First step is to convert the numbers from standard form into ordinary numbers. So I've already uploaded a video showing you how to do this, but I will kind of recap this as we go along. Once you've got them as ordinary numbers, you then need to complete the calculation. So either you need to add the numbers together or subtract, and sometimes you may need to convert it back to standard form. So here you need to have a look at essentially what the question is asking you to do. Sometimes they might ask you to write it as an ordinary number, sometimes they might ask you to write it in standard form. So obviously that depends on the question. Here is your first example then. So if you pause your video and have a go. So first step then, we've got these numbers as ordinary numbers. I've put these commas in here to obviously indicate, make it a little bit easier for you to read those numbers. So this 45,000 is 4.5 times 10 to the power 4, because we're going once, twice, 3 times, 4 times to the right. And then with the 6.45 times 10 to the power 6, we're going 6 times to the right. So we're moving the decimal point to here essentially. Another way of considering this, you've got your 6 there, you've got your 4, 5. After your 6, you're going to have 6 digits after that, as indicated by your power of 6. Now once you've got your numbers as ordinary numbers, you just need to add them together. So in this case, you will get 6,495,000. That's going to be 6.45 times 10 to the power 6, because we've got to have this 6.45 here. Remember, this number has got to be anything from 1 up to, but not including 10. We've got to include these 495s, and if you look after your 6, you've got 6 digits there, so it's got to be a power of 6. Or if you consider it another way, you would move your decimal point 6 times to go from 6.495 to 6,495,000. Here's your second example then. So first of all, if we turn those numbers into ordinary numbers, we've got 2,600,000 add 710,000. So if you look at that first one, that 2.6, after the 2, we've got to have 6 digits, including your 6 there. And then on this one, after that 7, we've got to have 5 digits, including that 1 just there. If you add those together, you get 3,310,000, which as a standard form number is going to be 3.31 times 10 to the power 6. So we've got a 3 there, 0.31 after that, and then we're going to have 6 digits after the decimal point, just 6 digits there after that 3. So that's why we have a power of 6. So now let's have a look at a subtraction then. So very similar idea, remember, get them as ordinary numbers, add those numbers together, then turn them back into standard form. So here are those numbers in standard form. So you've got, after that 9, you've got another 5 digits, as indicated by the power of 5. I've got to include that 2 within that. And then after your 8, you're going to have another 4 digits, including the 3. So you've got a 3 and then those 3 extra zeros. If we add those numbers, if we do the subtraction, sorry, we've got 837,000 there, and that would be 8.37 times 10 to the power 5. And that's because you've got 5 digits after your 8, and you've got to include any digit that's not 0 within the first part of your standard form number there, which is why we have 8.37. So here's your final example then. So pause your video and have a go. So first of all, we've got 670 million there, and we're taking away 35,900,000. That's going to give you 634,100,000, which would be 6.341 times 10 to the power 8. So remember here, you've got quite a few digits that aren't 0 there. You've got to include all of them within the first part of your standard form. So that's why we've got all 4 of those digits there. And if you look after the 6, you've got another 8 digits. So from that 3 all the way around to there, there's 8 digits, which means we've got a power of 8. Okay, and that is it for this video. So thank you very much for listening. I will be doing another one on multiplication and division, so keep a lookout for that. Thanks very much. Bye bye.